Hey folks, it's Grant over at Local Cooling Farms. We are doing a goat move today. We're on the farm's internal road. Our internal road splits the property pretty much in half. It's a big rectangle for the most part. So, we've got paddocks on the left and paddocks on the right. And so we are moving the goats from one end to the other. We're skipping a couple of paddocks just because we've got these calves that we're passing right now. Those guys that did not make the move into the next paddock because they're new. And then I don't want to put the goats in that paddock. Not that the cows and goats can't get along. It's just that those goats are the cows are a little spooked anyway. And I'm kind of like babying them to get them to do the move. So we're skipping two paddocks with the goats. So they're skipping ahead, two paddocks, skipping ahead of the cattle, whereas the cows were ahead of them. And I think this is what we're doing this morning is a pretty good example of us not, really locking ourselves in to our rotational grazing protocols. A lot of folks do a leader follower type model. Come on. And of course they're really married to that. I kind of see it as you got a bunch of race cars on the racetrack. Come on, 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 come on. So we train the goats to a come on and train the cattle to a woo-ee, and we train the pigs to a whistle. So we have 3 different calls that we train the 3 different classes of livestock to. Anyway, so I kind of see all the multi-species that we have as being a bunch of race cars on a racetrack, and they're going to be lapping one another. They're going to be getting ahead of one another. They're going to be crashing into one another. And so the biggest thing is not returning the same class of livestock back to the same spot, within whatever the parameters are. It may be just 3 weeks for you to kill the intestinal worm life cycle, or it might be longer if you're in a low rainfall type area and you just need like 60 days of rest. So it just kind of depends. So that's what we're doing this morning. I will say that our goats are very well behaved. We've had the goats now for about 7 years. We've done a combination of line breeding and bringing in outside bucks. The herd really has a generational intelligence now as far as them, behaving the way that we really want to see them behave. Coming to the calls, respecting the high tensile fence. They're not perfect with the 3-strand high tensile internal fence, but they're pretty good with it. And so they do respect the 5-strand perimeter fence that we have. And we definitely have a, shepherd type relationship with the herd, and that they want to be around us. I don't necessarily want to be around them all the time, but that's like part of the deal. So, all right, so we're going to take this right. Come on. Come on, come on. Come on. Come on, come on. This paddock was really well rested that we're going into right now. It's got a ton of grass in here. It's perfect for the cattle. But we have our hedgerows that the goats could munch on, along with all the forbs and goldenrod and all that kind of stuff that's in here. Come on. Come on. Come on. And that's Kate and Nicole in the background. They were taking up the rear, pushing them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. as we get our system down better, we'll be able to actually keep in more goats. So we're kind of looking into that right now. Come on. And when I say keeping more goats, keeping more does back, so we have more does to breed more kids. Come on. All right, well, they're in. This is the paddock that they're going into. They're gonna have access to about 3.5, 4 acres in this area, so they're gonna be good to go. They're gonna be happy, they're gonna be fat. We're gonna come over and give them some mineral, and then they're just gonna have a buffet out here. All right, everybody have a good one.